Hello everyone, this is Highlander from MTG Cardsmith doing another custom Magic the Gathering card review. And today we have another card by FireOfGolden, the man who makes all of the Undertale cards. So we have another one here called Lesser Dog. And so let's see what we got here. We got a 3 mana common, a 2/4 with Vigilance and Reach, and it's a monster soldier. Surprised it's not a dog monster soldier, at least. I mean, come on. This guy's... his dog's in the name. His dog's in the name. Okay, so let's see. The human would encounters the dog in armor with giant shield. At first, it thought the dog is just another easy and fragile monster. It underestimated the dog, as the dog would extend its neck toward it and would charge it as it is shocked. Okay. There's some grammar issues there. I don't quite understand what's going on in that flavor text, but... okay, so nice little common here. I do like me some commons. Though I do have some issues with this one, unfortunately. So let's... okay, so I talked about this in the last video. The review of Doggo the Blind Dog. But once again, you have some sort of formatting and grammatical issues here, which... should be fixed. So when you have a list of keywords, you don't capitalize them all. You only capitalize the first one. So in this case, it would be Vigilance, Reach, and you don't need to put a comma after the last keyword, right? So it's just Vigilance, Reach. Now there's also actually a specific order that these keywords go in. So we can find that out by searching Scryfall once again. Vigilance, Reach. I'll just look for a creature that has it. And let's... yep, okay, so you did it in the right order, so that's good. We just got to make sure about that, because they are in a specific order for some reason. I don't know... I'm sure Jadefire can tell me like how they decide what that order is, if it's just arbitrary or if it's based on some other factor, but yeah, so you got the order right. You don't want to capitalize Reach there, and you don't need a comma there. Okay, so I also have to take points off for the art because it's this is the white background just hurts. It just hurts my brain. It's very distracting on the card. So okay, let's talk about balance here. So this is a 2/4 Vigilance Reach, very powerful defensive creature. For 3 mana. Now, I'm inclined to say that this thing should probably cost at least 4 mana. So let's take a look and see what modern 3 mana 2/4s look like. So let's go with stats. So let's see. Mana value is 3. Power is equal to 2. And toughness is... whoops. Come on, get it together. Toughness is equal to 4. Okay, so let's see what our 3 mana 2/4s look. Oh, and we gotta also pick common. That's right. So we're gonna go rarity is common. Okay. So let's see what we got going on here. So here's one which is just a regular 3 mana. Oh yeah, I should sort by release date. Gotta do that, of course. Okay, so some of these obviously aren't 3 mana 2/4s. So here's one with an upside. 3 mana 2/4 with upside. Here's 3 mana 2/4 with no upside. Okay, this one's very close to yours. Look at this, 3 mana 2/4 with Vigilance. All right. Here's another 3 mana 2/4. This one's an enchantment creature. 3 mana 2/4, vanilla. Okay, so you're a little above the curve here. Yeah, so basically 3 mana. If you're looking at 3 mana 2/4, you can have one more upside, it looks like. And outside of that, I think you're going a little bit beyond what 3 mana kind of is about. Unless this guy was uncommon, right? If this guy was uncommon, it would probably be okay. But at common, this guy should probably either cost 4 or cost some additional white symbols. Maybe 1 and 2 white would be one way to go. Now, that being said, I would prefer to put it on the 4 mana end, I think. And the reason is that, okay, so this is a common, right? And so with commons, you got to really think about limited, because limited is the place where commons see the most play. Okay, like you don't really play a lot of I mean, you do play commons in Commander, right? But like you generally your common Commander cards are like removal spells. You know, you don't play a ton of common creatures. I imagine. You know, I don't play Commander, but so correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I could certainly be wrong, but anyway, creatures like this in particular, I don't think would see a lot of play in Commander. So, and definitely, certainly not in Constructed, right? So, you really got to think about limited, right? And this is a very powerful defensive creature, a 2/4 with Vigilance and Reach. This basically holds off a lot of things on its own, right? And that's fine, I think, at a higher mana cost, but at 3 mana, I think you're really... this card would really like warp a limited format, you know, in the sense that like if white always has, you know, I mean, this is a common again, right? So white will most of the time have access to this creature and probably even have multiples of it. So like your aggressive decks better be good. They better be able to deal with this guy, right? Or otherwise like they're quickly going to become pretty unplayable. So, you know, you want to make sure there's balance there. So that's why I think that this guy should probably be cost 4 mana. You know, 4 mana 2/4 Vigilance Reach I think is reasonable. You know, we see excuse me, Giant Spider, right? It's like a 4 mana 2/4 Reach. That's a little underpowered for today's standards. So throwing Vigilance on there I think is fine. All that being said, Reach is not a white ability. Let's see if there's any creatures in Magic that are white creatures with Reach. Okay, let's just see. Text Reach, color white, exactly. Okay, well these are like really old creatures, so that doesn't really count. Release date. Okay, so these don't count because they're like taking things from other things. This thing has. Okay, this guy has Reach. He's a rare. And then now we're getting into like the really old cards. This doesn't actually have Reach, but it can block dragons as though it had Reach. And then other than that, it's just very, very old cards. Right? I think this one's, yeah, this is from like Tempest. So yeah, I would tend to not. I don't think you should be putting Reach on white creatures. Like this thing is like the. You know, you see, you're either saying, well, it's fine because of all these like really old cards, but I don't think you should use old cards as an example of modern Magic design, or you're talking about this 100-handed one, which is like a very specific creature, and it really only has Reach for like flavor reasons because he has so many arms, you know. So, yeah. So this one should be probably a green creature, because Vigilance and Reach are both in green. So. Or you can just remove the Reach, make him a 3 mana 2/4 Vigilance, and you know, I mean that's already a pretty good creature. So, yeah, that's my review of Lesser Dog. Okay, I have to give this one a rating, and since the balance is off and the presentation is off, and it's not particularly novel, I think I have to give this one a 2 out of 5. Unfortunately. Again, I like commons, and really this one's not far from being a fine card. You know, if you tighten up your presentation, and that's like half the battle right there, right? Like your score is just gonna go up immediately by like a full point probably every time. And then beyond that is balance, which is a little bit trickier. For certain, and you know, color identity as well on this one. So for those reasons, I have to give this one a 2 out of 5. But you know, couple adjustments, this one could very easily become a 3 or 4 out of 5. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.